Right now, there's been a lot of concern, a lot written about from Mr. Marcus, a lot written about the lack of diversity on college campuses. Very strong to the left. There's been an increasing role of DEI sort of programs in which left-wingers are hired by colleges and universities. Do you feel that these people are contributing at all to anti-Israel sentiment, or is there a correlation between the increase in anti-Semitism and an increase in these sort of employees in college campuses?
Congressman, there are some people in the DEI field who are doing good work and even helping Jewish students, but there are three fundamental problems. First, DEI programs often do not even mention anti-Semitism or Jewish identity in their training programs. Second, studies from the University of Arkansas show that often DEI professionals, especially in higher education, have strong anti-Israel views that cross a line into anti-Semitism, so they would not be the appropriate people to go to at any rate. Third, oftentimes DEI programs are built on an ideology which creates a dichotomy between oppressor and oppressed, between white supremacist and BIPOC, and too often Jews are viewed as being ultra-white oppressors, which means that regardless of whether Jews are mentioned or not as a discrete minority, the entire process, the entire ideology is structured too often against the Jewish people.
We're told, I mean, I talked to some people whose children are mistreated on college campuses. They notice a lot of BLM signs or that sort of thing, sometimes connected with this sort of thing. Is there a correlation between BLM, or are they weighing in one way or other on these incidents?
Mr. Chairman, was that for me?
Yeah.
You're asking about correlation with Black Lives Matter and the problem we see on campus. So what I would say is that the Black Lives Matter movement stands for a lot of different things for different people, but the movement has, in various places, including for a significant period on its website, had strongly anti-Zionist messaging, and sometimes also has that perspective in the work it does. The Jewish community tends to support efforts to make sure that all minorities are supported, but the particular group that you mentioned, unfortunately, does have an anti-Zionist background that can be hurtful. Okay,
as far as social media is concerned, there have been reports that TikTok has been prioritizing, say, a more Palestinian anti-Israel message. Is that true?
My expertise is more the campus than social media, but what I can tell you is anecdotally talking to students, they are deluged with anti-Zionist messaging coming both generally from the discourse and also oftentimes from their campus itself.
Could one of you just comment in general? I'm going to come back to the lack of intellectual diversity on college campuses. And the lack of diversity is usually strong. What they have is an overwhelming tilt towards left-wing progressivism on campuses. Do you believe that's part of the problem on campuses? Sure. Either one is. Sure.
Certainly, Congressman, it can't be coincidental that we have on so many campuses an environment that has become so hostile to Jews and Israelis at the same time that anti-Zionist attitudes are so prevalent within the faculty themselves, and those anti-Zionist attitudes are sometimes coupled with left-wing ideology.
Do you see any correlation between anti-Israel views and anti-American views? Does it attract the same breed, same type of person?
Some of the same extremists who attack Israel and its positions are also attacking the United States.
Isn't it almost always true? I mean, insofar as you can identify people in front of it.
All I can say is we see it all the time.